I have to think outside the box, I think, because there's clearly something I'm not doing that will progress me, and I need to figure out what that is. So, hey, Silhouelle, welcome. Welcome, welcome, Silhouelle's here. Now we can all have some fun. Yeah, I left off in the garage. Yeah, so help me. I mean, I don't know that you're necessarily gonna figure something out. If you do, though, that'd be awesome. But okay, after last time I streamed this game, I'm a little stuck. So help me think outside the box. If you're familiar with that phrase, still also help me think of thing like unconventional things to try to see if we can figure out. Because I feel like my thinking has been kind of this tunnel vision, and I need to expand and think of other things that maybe aren't as obvious. As far as I know, I don't really have anything new that'll work with the bike. I still don't know what the point of the bike is either. I do feel like what we're actually supposed to do is grab this engine here, or this, not engine, motor, this motor here, and use it for some kind of electrical, like electricity producing something or other. Or possibly take the light and then hook that up somewhere where it's going to produce light that maybe I would need. Possibly both, but as separate things. I don't think we're keeping them together anymore. I think we're removing it from the bicycle and then we're doing other stuff with it. But for now, doing stuff like this, like if I grab this and I try to use this on the... See, it's not... It doesn't even... Oh, I have to... Sorry. Of course it's not, because I'm not close enough. Hang on. I have to do this first. Okay, now I can do it. But when I do this, it's not useful. And use this to try to clip those. Not useful. The knife will say I could cut myself, or I could hurt myself. Yeah. Obviously, I think this is ridiculous. That's not going to work, right? And I don't... Adding wires to it? Probably not, right? Yeah. So, I don't know. Smash it? Or smash the light? Probably not. Yeah, I'm assuming no. So, I don't know. I assume we're going to do something with the bike at some point, but I don't think we can do anything yet. I don't know that there's anything else in the garage to get currently other than the bike. We can't analyze the barrel or anything like the light switches or anything over here. Not over here either. When we get to that far table there, or the workbench over there, whatever you want to call it, workstation, there's only the toolbox that we could zoom in on. We already have gotten everything out of there. I've examined it multiple times. There was a crowbar over here leaning against the side, which we have in our inventory now, right here, obviously. So, and that's all that's over there. There's nothing in this bit of stuff here. And when I go to examine the car, he just says that it's like dark. It's dark and gives him the feeling that somebody could jump out at him or whatever. That's all I said. So nothing else there. I can't interact with the axe or the wood or the bucket or these wagon wheels or the rake. Or not rake. What do you call it? Whatever you call it. I don't know what you call it. I don't remember. Anyway. Hey, Somni, welcome, man. Thanks for coming back. So anyway, so that's kind of where I am. I really don't think there's anything else in the garage right now except for this. Unless we get a light, and then maybe we can approach this. But otherwise, just this. It's possible we use the light here, over here somehow, but we can't move the bike over, right? So I'd have to take the stuff off, and I can't currently. So I... right now, think there's nothing in the garage to do. So, I think that's where we are. We're kind of at a standstill for the moment on that. This is nothing. Oh no, we did get a new letter. Oh, I checked it before. It must have come in the hours since I woke up this morning. Okay, even though I was anxious to read the letter, I tried to remind myself that I should give a raise to my efficient assistant. Alright. April 28th, 1963. Dear Mother, this was not here, so this is new. Okay, I spent the whole morning running a few errands for the Blackwood family, and on the way back, many thoughts crossed my mind. I take back what I said. I want to return home. Things haven't got any better here. Everyone is behaving mysteriously, and they try to avoid me. I do understand that they must still be disturbed about the death of their son, but it has been almost 2 years since that already. I feel like an alien. I don't belong here anymore, and I find it hard to sleep at night. There's too much activity in this house, too much moving around, and that is unnerving me. I feel something terrible is going on here, and I want to go as far away as possible. I will miss Mrs. Blackwood dearly, as she has always been kind to me, but I'm afraid my health is at stake. And I've been seeing some strange things, too. I can't explain it, but I think someone did something very wrong. That Dr. Milton would often come to talk with the Sir for many hours, and nobody would allow me upstairs, although I've been secretly taking pictures there. I hope this doesn't upset you, but don't worry. They are well hidden under a loose board beneath my bedside table. Aha! So now we know there's something there. Okay. Please, Mother, forgive me. I know I should have listened to you. It's not like I'm stubborn. I just wanted to wait and see if things would get any better for myself. They haven't, and that's why I'm asking you for a place to stay until I sort out my situation. Call me as soon as you can. I usually have to stay in town until 5 o'clock, but lately I've been coming back about an hour earlier. I just want to leave this place. I confess that I am scared. I'll be waiting, and please hurry. With love, Eva. And Eva was the maid who saw Mr. Blackwood burying his wife in the garden. Oh! It could be. Honestly, it's a pretty long game, right? Like, trying to figure out all the clues and stuff. So, you may not want to, but if you're interested at all, I did do a playthrough of Goetia, and it's on my YouTube channel, for sure. I'm not sure if it's still preserved on Twitch, because I forget to highlight videos, but I believe it's still on my YouTube channel. So, if you want to watch my playthrough of that there, it is on my channel. You reminded me of that, sorry. It is, I think. I think it is Blackwood, the Blackwood estate. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. I think that's right. Yep. Okay. So, we now know that. Why did we not take the letter with us? I wonder if I can, or if it'll... No, it looks like it's just going to stay in the mailbox now. Alright. I don't know why we're not taking it with us. We take all the other notes and stuff with us, basically. Well, that's not true. Not letters in here and stuff, but something like our mail we would. But okay, so we want to go to the floorboard next to the leg of her bedside table. And the time has moved on, or no? Nope, we're still at noon. I think it'll probably move on, though, once we go to that. Okay, where was her room? Hers is going to be back here, right? It's a servant's quarters, so it's going to be this way. Probably should have gone upstairs and across the hall. It's a little bit faster than trying to go for the doorknob, but that's fine. It's not too bad here. Servants' quarters. That's the room next to, like, it's the left door here, right? I believe, if I remember right. I may not be remembering right, but I think so. So she's got some photos she's been taking. Next to the bedside table. Okay. Let's do this first. And then do this. Yeah, there we go. Aha. Yeah. So here's Mrs. Blackwood. Here's Mr. Blackwood about getting ready to bury her. I think this is a shovel and he's digging, I think. And this would be looking out the window. So this is in the garden, which is... Yeah, so we think we're... Hey, Faux Fox, welcome. Okay, give me 1 second here. I'm going to do this so that I can keep remembering where that is. I can keep a visual for myself. Let's see. And then I will do this. I can do probably that. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Well, he buried her. I don't know if he killed her. I mean, that's, I think, the assumption that you're supposed to make, but that could be a red herring, right? In this whole mystery. But she did die, and he did bury her, at least as far as we know. This is what Eva saw that she reported in that to that newspaper, or to the, she reported this to the police chief, right? And then it got leaked what he saw, or he explained it or whatever, what they were told to the newspaper. So we read that newspaper up in the attic, right? She said she was taking pictures. She wasn't supposed to go upstairs, but she was up there and she was taking pictures. So, interesting. I don't know if we want to keep that open or not. I guess we could. Probably doesn't hurt anything to keep it open. Let's do that. Oh, it automatically closes it. That's fine. Okay. So, one of a couple things. Wait, what? Why? This is just showing the carpet, the rug that way? I don't know. Okay. Well, whatever. Anyway. Okay. So one of a couple things. We could either try to get a better image of things by trying to duplicate the view from the window that's in that photograph, or we could just try to go out. I'm looking to the left here where I normally look for chat and stuff, mainly because I put a copy of the picture there. So yeah, it was Blackwood and Goish. Okay, yeah, that's what Somni said, and I was like, I couldn't remember for sure, but I thought that was right. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought of that though. I'm glad you pointed that out, Somni. That's cool. That's good that you caught that. I mean, you did say you just recently played it, but still, that's cool that you caught that. That looks to me like, where is that? I want to say that's out front. Wait, is that? Let me think. It's definitely not to the side, so definitely not the... Okay, so you have the fountain, and if you go to the right and then down, that is the chapel. And if you go straight, that's the greenhouse. Yeah, I think it might be the green, near, like on the road toward the greenhouse. I could definitely be mistaken, It might be the road toward the crypt, but I don't think so. I think it's the road to the greenhouse. I guess since I'm already here, I wasn't going to do this, but since I went upstairs and I was going to take the hall to go the fast way, but since we're already here, I guess I might as well go over here and see if I can take a look. But I don't think I'm probably not going to see anything special that way. She probably was looking out this way, and I can't apparently reach that in the game here, so no. That's to go down to the other bedroom. And then this is just trees. I'm not going to see. Oh, no, here we go. Yeah. So, see, this is the road to... Let me think. Actually, though... Okay, I entered the tower. So that was the front side. Came around. There was a window and then another window. So now it's that side. And then another... Yeah, I think that still is probably. I'm not totally positive, but I think that is still probably the way to the greenhouse. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. Okay. Let me... So we're going to go across. We're going to try to go to the greenhouse. I'm glad I don't I'm glad I don't try to do gaming on Facebook. Facebook's being stupid right now. I was trying to do a Facebook Live video earlier. Oh, maybe this is not the right one. This road looks different. Let me go back here and see. Yeah, this is wrong. Okay, so it is the way to the crypt. That's my bad. No, that's the way to the... I don't want that. Stop. I want... Not that one. I want... Where are you? What the... Here? Somewhere around here, right? What the... Why is it not giving me a... There we go. No, that's... Oh, I didn't go far enough. I didn't go far enough. I'm an idiot. Okay, anyway. I'm a jackass. Okay, so go back through. We want the road to the crypt. It's the one with the kind of the light-colored stone lining on the sides. And that's neither of those. I was misremembering. I was thinking that was the way to the greenhouse, but it's not. It's got to be the way to the crypt. So that's apparently where the garden is out that way. Because her, in the article, they quote her saying he was burying out in the garden, but it's really the road on the way to... But that kind of makes sense. You could have like nice kind of shrubbery and gardeny stuff on the way out to a crypt as a nice remembrance thing. So once we get past here, so this is still not right. What the hell? It's still not the right kind of stones and stuff. What the deuce? Is it seriously the other... Oh my gosh, is it really? Is it seriously the way to the chapel? What the what? You and your son being alive and out for vengeance. The son was a baby. Like, we're only like 10 or some, like 10 years later. So a 10-year-old is walking around killing people? Is that what you're... I mean, I guess it's possible. There's some Asian films that, like, Japanese horror and stuff that would postulate, you know, evil children spirits and stuff. Like, Ringu and stuff, but the kid's only 10 years old. How the hell is he going to go around killing people unless he's a spirit? Because keep in mind, we're years and years later, but 1963 is the date, like on the letters and stuff, and it's like 70, we're like 1974 or something. So we're only like 11 years later. It's not that long. way earlier in the playthrough, I thought we were later in year, like farther along date-wise, but we're not. He specifically at some point said this is like 1974 or something. Okay, so yeah, it's here. I'm a jackass. Look at this. This is totally clear. Clear as day now. Okay. So what I want to look for is, yeah, the window would have caught it here. So we want to look somewhere. Soil in the area of the garden was devoid of life. Can I use a shovel and unearth the devoid of lifeitude? Don't know where I should dig. Okay, so not yet, I guess. Somewhere around here, I might need to advance one, but somewhere around here, we should get some kind of an indicator. Maybe farther, maybe up over here. It's just saying it's devoid of life. That's probably not good enough. I think we're too far. I think it is back that way. I'm pretty sure it's back this way. So maybe somewhere... It'd take a bit. It should be in this kind of, this soil here, I would think. But it didn't seem to switch to an examine or anything. An examination cursor when I was going through here. I don't think it's that first part. I don't think it's far enough. Maybe it is. I mean, here's a low window looking out. But she said, in the letter, she said, they didn't want me to go upstairs, but I've been going up there taking pictures. Which implies that the picture she took was from one of these windows here. Like here or something, which should be basically where I'm standing. So what? Yeah, I don't know if anybody's noticed. I have a different chair. My nice chair, it's not so nice. Apparently, it's busted. Apparently, they decided so on the seat underneath, and then like stapled, you know, the upholstery and stuff together. Underneath, on the bottom side where you have the carriage that hooks to the chair, and then you can adjust the height and all that kind of stuff. Apparently, they bolted that to a piece of like really flimsy plywood, and at some point I don't know, I dropped something on the floor and I leaned, I guess, or something, I don't know. Anyway, at some point that must have cracked, because recently that actually broke inside, and so now the seat is permanently forward, leaning forward like all the time. So I'm like this as I do stuff, and then finally got to the point where I couldn't even sit at all. So I'm gonna have to take it to a, because the chair's like a $900 chair, so I'm gonna take it to a furniture repair place, see if maybe for $100 or something I can get that fixed. It's a pain in the butt, dude. It's so stupid. Anyway, I don't know. You'd think for a $900 chair they wouldn't just use some flimsy piece of plywood inside, but whatever. But he doesn't. Maybe I go over here more? I don't know. He doesn't want to, or he doesn't want to dig. When I try, he's like, I don't know where to dig. I don't. And that's just move forward. Yeah, it's got to be over here. What in the hell? Where are you looking? If it's... It's like right here. What? Okay, hang on. I don't know. That doesn't exactly match. Well, kinda. I wonder why I can't just walk out over here. Like, that's kind of a pain in the ass. Like, why can I not? It's just stones. Why can I not just walk out over here? But it looks like he was more over here. I wonder if I can go 1 or 2 shots here and then maybe look to the right. Okay, 1. I don't think this is far enough, probably. Let's go 1 more. 2. And now look to the right. I might be too far, actually, at this point, though. Yeah, I think I'm too far. So, something. It's like basically like right here where these bushes are, more or less, is pretty much where I want to go. Or from the other side, like right, it's kind of here, I guess, but still. But I can't make any kind of... Whoa, you guys have been chatting. Hang on. Wait. What? Hang on. Let me... Nope. Ah. You're being a dog again. Hang on. Alright. So what was that? Oh yeah, so Fofox, I am looking for where he buried her, yeah. And I've not been able to find it yet, obviously. You saw me wandering around. What? He's an evil kid, yeah. That's messed up. A man pretending to be a doll? Okay. Children of the Corn? Okay, but... okay. Just discussing murderous children, yeah. Yeah, seriously, dude. George Stobart would be friggin'... Yep, exactly. George Stobart would happen to have saved earwax or something, and somehow that's exactly what you needed at the point. That's actually, I mean, it's silly, but it's actually one of the... I mean, there are a lot of reasons. There are a lot of reasons. It's just damn fine quality games. But it's one of the reasons I love the Broken Sword series. They're just so... In certain... Not very common, not very often. Usually it makes sense. But in some rare cases, they're so outlandishly hilarious. It's just... It's awesome. It's friggin'... It's dope. That's still... Wait, what? That's still the same. Oh. Well, damn it! See, basically in the photo, pretty much it's like right in the center is where he was. I mean, am I going to find anything where it's like the earth is a little bit disturbed here or anything? It's 10 years, so it shouldn't be, right? It should have settled by now. Didn't know where I should dig. Yeah, you do. It's somewhere in here, dummy. It's not very handy that you have to keep re-equipping it. That's not going to work. So this goes back where we were. Can I do something maybe on the side here at all? No. No. But that's pretty much it. Like, right here, this area right here, he was basically like here, like in front of these stones, and then just on this side of this. So he's basically, he was like right here. I guess it's technically, it's kind of more in between-ish, these two. I mean, it's like he's this stone here. It's like he's lined up right with that stone there specifically. Wonder if I need to call Jerry again. Alright. To find out what the crap happened to her. You find like crushed skull or something would signify blunt force trauma or something. I mean, we're not a doctor, but there are certain things you could probably tell from a skeleton, right? I would think. Not to mention maybe she has something on her. Like a key or something maybe we could use. I don't know. She might have a note, which would be like a number maybe for unlocking that box. Yeah, seriously, dude. Like, we have the whole idea of like we even had in the nightmare, right? The whole idea of like the African curse because he stole their artifact, basically, right? So I could see something like that, or maybe it's like the spirit of the kid or something, maybe. But the actual kid, I can't see that being the case. They actually have the kid's body buried in their crypt, first of all, and secondly, like, if the kid died, and let's say the spirit didn't hang around, so the kid moved on or whatever, the kid doesn't know, like, all these things. Like, dad in the future at some point kills mom. He's not going to know that. So there wouldn't be a vengeance motive either, right? Unless it's a vengeful spirit with the African thing. But then it's not a physical kid, right? It's a spirit again. So... Nope. Okay. One Monday off, so I guess no. Okay, let's look at my journal and see what my journal says. Spirits in the kid. So the zombie body, or the kid's dead body, is like a zombie, except instead of being living dead, it's just possessed by a spirit. I got it. Okay. It's a good game. Yeah. Well, I'm glad. I'm not going to say that I always pick winners. I don't. Sometimes I pick a game and I'm like, that was okay, I guess, but not especially great. But I like to kind of branch out and look for either games that are not as well known, but maybe they're well known in certain circles, but not as well known. Like Scratches is known in horror circles a lot of times, but it's not as well known generally, like widely among the gaming community. And then there are some games that are just like totally unique that I've never seen, like almost covered anywhere, that I think are a lot better than they get credit for being. Like, they've either been poo-pooed or whatever. Well, and I get suggestions from a lot of you guys too. So if you guys have games you're like, dude, you should totally play. I mean, at this point, because I've been doing this for a number of years now, it kind of goes on a list, and eventually I work my way to it. But yeah. Okay. Nope. The last thing he talks about is the conversation I had with William Bailey. So, see, I've just heard Catherine Blackwood is still buried in the garden. So I was just out there. And it wasn't not getting me. Am I missing something? Like what? What do I need to find where the body is? I don't understand. Okay. We also do still need a number for opening that box. Oh, that's a good idea. I should do that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's a good idea. I'll write that down. I'll have to do some thinking, decide which ones I think are some of the best indie games, and then make a list. Yeah, okay. Let me... Crap, I can't outright on that one. I will never find the note. Okay. Top. Okay, that's going to take quite a bit of thinking before I even start making the video, because I'm going to have to try to figure out. I'm really not sure. Yeah, it told me about all of my games. You've told me about several of them, though, that I didn't know about, like To the Moon. So, don't give yourself no credit. Maybe not all of them, of course not, but you definitely put me onto some really cool games that I didn't know about. And I will kind of scan through sites like GameJolt and Itch.io and stuff like that and find some really good games too. So, yep. Sometimes I'll go to something like Patreon or Kickstarter and find one there too. Yeah. I don't know what other numbers we have though either. We're not looking at any of these windows. Too high up. So, okay, so if I go back to that window, and instead of just looking out, maybe I crawl part way down, and then... See, I can't get to any of this down here, unfortunately. He's definitely not comfortable climbing the rope. You can hear it in his breath. Okay, so I didn't actually... I mean, I guess while we're here, we can look one more time, see if there's something I missed. I didn't actually want to come into the room so much. I was trying to see if we get a vantage point of the garden while climbing down, but it doesn't look like we do. This could be just the crib. Yeah. Cradle, sorry, cradle, not crib. Basically the same. Not quite, but almost the same. I need a number. 5 numbers to open that box. We have way more than 5 numbers here. I also don't know which side I would choose versus other sides. don't think this is going to work. And then down below also. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I guess we could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably not, but I mean, hell. It's at least something we haven't tried yet, I think. Let's see. I don't even know. Oh, here's where I was writing them. I think we already tried the one that I have here. It's not got a line through it, but I'll write down just in case. 90978. Okay. It's the only 5-digit number from this room I can like make any kind of sense from, even. Not like I would expect the kids' blocks to be in some way showing us, like set up in some way to show us a number for a combination lock, but you never know, I suppose. Bin. Not that I can think of. Bin always could be a clue to something. We might run into something else later that where then bin would make sense with that. At present, I can't think of anything for which bin would be a clue, but I mean, doesn't mean it's not. I just can't think of what it could be. All right. So, from last time, one I did not cross out, so just in case. Nope. Okay. And then the one we just got from the blocks. Nine oh nine 7 8. Nope. Nope. Because it would click or take me out or tell me it opened or something. And it didn't do anything. Because when I'm zoomed in, I can't grab anything, push any button, except just move these. So it's going to have to do it automatically. Yeah, I'm assuming it's lead-based. Versus... Never mind. Well, lead was never safe to eat just because we didn't know. Doesn't mean it was safe. Well, damn. I know. I'm just playing along, giving you a little bit of a hard time. I doubt he wants to write anything. I assume he's going to be like, my heart really wasn't in writing or something like that again. Yeah. Couldn't even approach the typewriter. Go back to the crypt. Maybe he has more to say now that he's got confirmation that her body isn't there, both by the guy on the phone, but also from the letter. What's her face wrote? Eva wrote. That could be possible, except that I can't interact with the blocks. Once I'm zoomed in, all the blocks is just like a normal hand going over them. It's not, it's like, let's see, like this. It's this kind of hand when I'm going over the blocks. So it's not actually going to let me. I thought about that first time I visited that room. Like, I wonder what would happen if I rearrange the blocks, but it doesn't actually let you rotate the blocks at all. Prospect of witnessing the decaying body of a baby wasn't very tempting, yeah. She doesn't even want to look in there, so we can't confirm, but I mean, I'm pretty sure the baby's in there. No, I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I actually think it's a really good idea, just that I'm not able to interact with them. That's an excellent idea. It's just the game's like, yeah, screw your idea. I'm like, okay, I guess not. Okay. Nothing new out of the crypt. This does not match the stuff in the picture at all. Not even remotely close. We already, I think, pretty much established where the picture was, at least. He was hiding the body out. See, it would kind of be over. No, it's further. It's back over that way, actually. We can't go this way anyway, but it's actually going to be back over that way. We're not even close to it now. Well, you can, but when I go up to it and then I click on it, he says he didn't even want to try to think about writing it right now. He said even when he tried, he couldn't think about writing. So yeah, we actually previously. So if you look, well, I'm not there now, but when we're up in that bedroom. There's the typewriter, and then there's So for you guys, it's gonna be to this side of the typewriter, to the right side of the typewriter, over here, is a set of a couple or several pages that he's typed. So we've already typed those previously. I don't think so, but let's try. It's a good thought in case I can. Let's see if I could zoom in on it. Okay, so open the board again. See, that just put it back. Let's see if I get a... See what I mean, though? There were, as we were walking along the path here, there are rocks here, rocks here. He's right here. She's here. So somewhere in this, there's a bunch of... There's a big space of no life, no growth right here. Somewhere in here is where she is, but when I went with the shovel, it's like, I don't know where to dig. How about right, like X marks the friggin' spot? What, like, seriously? I don't know why I don't just take the photo with me, but apparently it doesn't work that way. I'm assuming no. Oh yeah, you couldn't anyway, right? If I do this, since there's nothing except for the hand icon, I don't think I can interact with any of it with the picture at all anyway. I don't think it's interactive, other than putting it back. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Yeah, see that's... And I'm not, like, again, like I said before, I'm not in any way at all, not even remotely close, trying to say, don't offer me any more ideas. Please, let the ideas continue to flow. I love it. I love it. It's really helpful. Make sure I'm not missing something. But having done so many different point and click games in the past, like, I have probably done the idea you have, but it is always possible I didn't think of something. So if you do, by all means, let me know, because I want to make sure I'm not missing something. But yeah, I've pretty much tried all the different ideas that you've spit out so far. Like you said, because like with point and clicks, you just kind of assume, so what if I can interact with this? Maybe I can interact with that, right? So yeah, unfortunately though, none of that has really worked out yet. Let's see if there's maybe something I missed here, a number maybe, or because previously this, I didn't know about the box that was locked in that drawers, right? So this didn't have any real, and it may still not, but right, but at the time at least, it did not have any significance for me at all. See, this design, you maybe zoom in on, but it won't let me. So at least three things need to be done right now, or need to be done at some point. At least three. I mean, that I assume. Possibly one of these or one or more of these don't ever actually become a thing. You never know what direction the game's going to take. But from my perspective right now, there are at least three things that need to be done. Number one, in the basement, there's a cover plate on the floor. That kind of, you know, there's like, you don't see it right now, but basically there's a square of like a square hole in the concrete floor, has this heavy metal cover plate with a couple of handles on it. I need to be able to lift, I think I'm supposed to be able to lift that at some point off, remove that somehow, and then I can look down underneath, either crawl in or maybe just look down in and see something below, okay? That's one thing. Number two, dig up Mrs. Blackwood's body at some point somewhere. I mean, wherever, we'll figure, I guess we need to, so I guess going along with that, we need to figure out how we can pinpoint where to dig and then dig up her body. And then number 3, we need to open that box that has the combination that's in the drawer there. And that it's possible if we figure out the combination, we open that up, that will tell us where we need to dig for Miss Blackwood's body, or that will give us something that may let us unlock that cover plate. You never know. Yeah, sure. Here's my inventory. If you want to know what something is or have me analyze something, let me know. Your ideas make sense. Whatever, Fofox. I know sometimes you joke and sometimes they are a little out there. My ideas are a little out there sometimes too. And you've had ideas you said, well, what about this? And then it turned out to be the thing. So your ideas are not always nonsensical. Don't give me that. Your ideas are fine. The kid is down. See, that is a possibility. It is, although I don't know a motive for that. But it is, strictly speaking, it is possible that that kid, that little baby's body somehow made it underneath that cover plate. That is a possibility. Again, I don't know why that would be a thing. I can't think of a motive for that. Unless the baby's death was the father's fault. But I don't think that's true. Because I think they found out the baby was stillborn while they were at the doctor. I think, if I remember right. I might not be remembering correctly, but I think so. So, assuming that's true, that the baby was stillborn, I don't see a motive for taking the baby's body and shoving it down in beneath the basement. That doesn't make any sense to me. So, yeah. So you can probably tell what most of these are, but just so that we're clear on everything, okay? So here's your journal. This is obviously to examine one of these items more in detail. This is the key to the front door of the house. This is a kitchen knife. This is a pencil. This is a cloth we use to clean things like wipe off dust and stuff. Stethoscope, we've used that to listen to the scratchy noises earlier in the game. I'm sure we'll use it again later to hear more scratchy noises or whatever. A tooth. Yeah. Yep, that's a tooth. Yep. Here's a lantern with no oil currently. Our limited number of matches that are left. A pen. Fountain pen specifically. So it might have inside it like a spring. There's some ink. There's the pointy end that could stab something potentially. Okay, this is a wood bore. As in you're boring into wood. So you're like kind of carving designs in wood. Okay, that's what this is. Specifically, it's not, I mean, you can use it to carve designs. A wood bore really is to kind of drill, you twist it and you effectively drill a hole in wood. Okay, but that's what this is. Okay, this is just newspaper. We can't read it. It's just some random newspaper we picked up earlier in the game. This is... I don't remember which key this is. Rusty golden key was quite heavy. Was this the one to the basement? Yeah, I think this was the one to the basement. So this opened that. This opened a drawer. A drawer? No. Yes. Yes, this opened a drawer earlier. We got this hammer, claw hammer from the garage. Yeah. This unlocked the padlock on the garage. No. This opened a drawer. Now I don't remember. Anyway, I think this opened the garage, the padlock on the garage, actually. We got the claw hammer. No, we got these from the garage. Where did we... Oh, this was out. That's right. Okay, this unlocked... Judas Priest, you're going to be all confused. Okay. This opened the door on the 3rd floor. Like, so near the attic, where there are all those unfinished rooms. This opened the door to the room with a bunch of paintings and stuff. This opened the garage. Not the garage. This opened the basement. In that attic area, we found this hammer. It was technically the room just below the attic, okay? We also found some fuel, and so we had fuel in this earlier, but that fuel since burned out. This here opened the padlock on the garage outside. This oil we also found where we found this, I believe. Then when we opened the garage, then we found the screwdriver, the pliers. I think we found the shears there as well, and then the crowbar. Okay. Then we used these pliers to twist off this wire that was on the crypt. So then we were able to get into the crypt, but we kept the wire with us. This, we also used the pliers on upstairs. There's the room with all the African masks. There was a bust, just like to hold something, like for display. But there's a little small bust that had a necklace, and on the bottom of the necklace was this tooth. So we used the pliers to pull the tooth out. This, we used the shears. When we got into the greenhouse, we used the shears. We used the oil, I think, to loosen up, and then I think we used the crowbar to open the doors to the greenhouse. Anyway, and then in the greenhouse, we used the shears on a plant and got these leaves here, these berries and leaves. We got the shovel from the greenhouse as well when we finally loosened up with water. We found this key when we were in the process of getting water running. This key kind of washed out and we grabbed that, and that goes to that far right drawer on that desk in the study. And then this stone we picked up from somewhere. I don't remember where, but we have yet to find a use for that. So that's what all these things are. He grew to a creepy man child. Oh, that's true. It could be the nail from a lion or something. My zoological knowledge was as good as my technical expertise, but I was certain the claw had definitely belonged to a lion. Oh, you're right. Yeah, it is a claw. My bad. Yeah, it's not a tooth. It's a claw. My bad. You're right. You're correct. Yep. So that's the inventory. That's what we've got right now. I don't know. Maybe you want to clip that or something if you want to pull the inventory up again so you can see. You don't need to show me the clip because you're not trying to show me how I missed something or whatever, obviously. But you see, it says it's stuck beyond hope, but I can't even use like a crowbar on it. So I don't know if we're ever even going to get into this. It says beyond hope, so probably not. Oh, wait. I think I tried this already. Claw hammer? Yeah. Yeah, I really don't think there's any other way we're going to get in there. At least for now. We might get an item that'll let us in later, but I don't know. Yeah, no problem, man. So yeah, like I said, if you want to like go through the inventory and hey, did you think about blah and blah? Like if you want to run through inventory stuff, feel free, clip that and then look at it and let me know if you think of something. All right, well, let's see. I don't have any additional numbers. I don't know. I'm not thinking of anything more. But presumably we can do more, but I just not useful. Yeah, clip off the dead branches. And there's also over here an umbrella, but he always says it's just kind of doesn't really want to do anything with it. I don't think. I don't know why I tried wire on it. It doesn't make any sense. I've tried a bunch of this early stuff. Probably at least through about the hammer at least. I've already tried on the umbrella previously, so. That's another thing is I don't know about the stone. Like, what's the point of the stone, I wonder? I could see you using the stone possibly to make a poultice or something, kind of like a mortar and pestle type of an action. Maybe you could throw the stone at something, maybe see you break a window or something. Although I don't know what kind of usefulness that's going to have at this point. Man, I don't know. And I've said this a couple of different times in the past, but this bugs me. That you'd be so close to this, but you can't even interact with it. It just seems like you should be able to do something with this, but apparently not. That wasn't useful. Yeah, the question is which window. The church is down here, but I don't know. Yeah, see, the doors are locked. And I don't have a key. See, that's, I don't know, right? Because I haven't opened it, but I'm guessing in that little lockbox we'll get a key to the chapel. But I don't know. I've not found any numbers over here either. Yeah, we can go back and see if we can see something from outside. So here's the manor from the side. Pretty dark, not a great view. If I go over one, you can get a little bit better view. Still pretty dark on this side, though. Pretty big shadow cast on this side of the house. If I go farther out, and then we go across... I think we've now been in every room in the house, except for possibly anything that might lead out from the basement that we've not opened yet. I've been to all the rooms. I've definitely not tried to rock on the windows. Now, some of the windows I will not be able to interact with, so I'll try to go through some of the ones that maybe I can interact with, and I don't think there were any in here I could. Yeah, none in that room. The finger is just go down, so I can't interact with those. No interactivo. However you actually say it in Spanish. I don't speak Spanish really, so. Like some numbers, Taco Bell menu items, like yes and no. But nothing on that window. Nothing on that window. None of those windows. Go across to the African mask room. It's really more like an African artifact room, honestly. Oh. Yeah, so as far as I know, there was only one room that was hidden from us, and we've accessed that when you open that one window and you climb down that rope and down, then enter the window. You can enter the room that's bricked up from this side. So, I'll show you in just a second. Okay. So let's go over this way. No interaction. Okay. And no interaction on this one. If we go in the mask room, I said this was the mask room, but the room with the one special mask, also no. I don't think I've tried to interact with the windows in the crypt. That's definitely, I'm pretty sure that's something I've not tried yet. Okay, this is the bathroom upstairs, or the second floor bathroom. Or, I guess if you're not in the United States, this would be the first floor, because the bottom floor is the ground floor, right? So this would be the first floor outside of the United States. Because some of you guys are from other countries, Silhouette, for example. So, no there for any of these rooms. This, I believe, is the same thing where you can't reach the... Oh, I can reach the window, but it's not interactive. Okay. No interaction. I can't go any closer, or else the hand would go to a finger, and it's not. This, the only interaction here is to open and close the curtains. I have tried to not use the rock, but I have tried to interact with this window before, and it only ever opens and closes the curtains. So that's a no for that window. Maybe. It does seem like there's a decent amount of light in there, but maybe we need more. Yeah, it's definitely possible. That grate that's on the floor of the entry level of the crypt is at first you guys like, why would there be a grate? But when you go downstairs, you can see why, because then the sunlight, as long as it's daytime, the sunlight bleeds through the grate down to the bottom floor, so you can at least see something, even if you can't see it necessarily well. Okay, and then the study. No farther approach that way. No closer approach, whatever. This, no. That, no. And if I go farther here, it's just going to focus on the desk. And I can do this. And that's also no. So none of the windows in the study either. I don't remember. I don't think I did these windows. Let's do these. No interaction for any of them, and you can't go any closer than that. You'll sit at the piano otherwise. Okay. Okay. Let's go try it in the crypt. Anyway, so right here, we used the claw hammer and scraped some of this wallpaper off. This is where a door used to be, but they've bricked it up. So when we went down that rope and then got in the window, we were entering this room that was blocked up from this side. So that's where that all kind of matches up. Down now, right? Alright, let's make a run to the crypt again. See if we can figure anything else out that way. Yeah, presumably that rock is going to be either to be thrown at something or to be used... Well, there are a couple of other things I can think. Possibly a stone, as in the flint and stone, to start a fire. Like if your matches run out at some point, maybe. Or like I said, you could maybe use it like the mortar or the, let's see. Yeah, the pestle. You can use it like a pestle to grind stuff into a poultice or something or whatever. Those are always possibilities, of course. Okay, so we go in here. Not that side. Or that side. If I go down... Nope. Looks like there aren't any windows I can interact with in the crypt. That's too bad. In the ceiling? I don't know. I don't know if I've looked at the ceiling in there. I'm sure I have at some point, but I can't picture the ceiling in my mind, so I at least don't remember what's there if I can look. If I have looked, I mean. Oh, there is, yeah. Large windows in the dome above allowed some faint light into the crypt. So maybe that. Hurled the stone at the window, but sadly it missed and bounced off the ceiling, flying out of sight. Huh? So the stone's just gone now? I mean, clearly that was supposed to be allowed to happen. Otherwise, you wouldn't have had any kind of response. You would have said, oh, what a stupid idea or whatever, right? So since that didn't... Oh, here it is. This... What? Really? So that... There we go. Again, I hurled... Good idea. Good idea. Again, I hurled the stone at the window with all my strength. This time my aim was true. The glass collapsed, throwing shards in every direction. Thankfully, none of them hit me. Large rooms of the dome above allowed some faint light into the crypt. Ah! But it does give more light here, which in turn gives more light down here. Too badly eroded. Wait, what does this say? Barely managed to read something about a rat person that died in the line of duty. Oh, yeah, we've already read that before. Okay, so I think not down here. It's something here in what's been revealed that is important. If I go over here and then... The thing is, I'm not sure what that is. It did say there were glass shards. Maybe I could find a glass shard. Otherwise, possibly like a mirror or something to reflect could be useful. Yeah, there's more light. You're right. It doesn't seem like he's really reading anything more, though, right? He says, most of the plaques are too badly eroded. Barely managed to read something about a rap person that died in the line of duty. Pretty sure we read that before, though. And then this one, too badly eroded. Maybe one of these, but I thought too badly eroded. Even though it was in better shape than the rest, it's too dark to make out what the plaque read. See, I mean, there's more light and that's good. I need like a mirror, yeah. Exactly. Oh, you know what? I have an idea. I don't know if it'll work. There are a couple of different mirrors. There's at least one mirror, if not more than one, that will rotate. Maybe there's one in the, not the master bedroom where I'm staying, but in the, like, that what would have been Catherine's bedroom or wherever, there's a small mirror that rotates. I wonder if I can use a screwdriver or something and pull that mirror off. Let's see. There are a few mirrors in the house that move when you click on them or whatever, so it's possible. There are at least several possibilities for what might work. It's hard to say. Okay, let's... So that rotates, but then I can't... Maybe I just do something here. I don't want to smash it, probably, right? What, like... It doesn't look like it's bolted down, though. No, I didn't mean to get out of that. Oh, there we go. It had different hand icons, so I wasn't sure if I could interact with it. Alright, so now we can grab that and use that in the crypt. That was the one I was thinking of trying, too, so that's good. We found it pretty much right away. Alright, let's see what happens when we put the mirror up on that. But I have to somehow attach the mirror to the candle holder. What if I do this? There we go. And now that is... Mirror now had the wire attached to it. Okay, now do that. There we go. Much more betterer. Whoops. That's not really what I meant to do. Hang on. I meant to do this. Several candle holders were into the wall blast. Nope. Okay, never mind. That's not. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Now we can read this. R, 1961 to 1961.